Yesterday marked the one-year anniversary of Sandra Bland's death, which sparked and was honored with thousands of people marching through Boston. This coming Sunday marks the anniversary of Eric Garner's murder at the hands of the NYPD. The last few weeks have been a time of horror throughout the country as more black people are being killed in modern-day lynchings by an increasingly militarized police and state-sanctioned terrorism. We honor them, and even more, we must act. Something that I do and that I ask a lot of other people to do is just open your hearts to pain. Don't let in your activist instinct to act, just put that aside for a minute, put the anger or guilt that comes up with a knee-jerk reaction, put that aside as well and just feel. There's a lot of pain in this world, and the world is not just. We are marching against a pipeline that is going to invade your communities, your lives, and your homes. We are demanding that our institutions place people over profits and people over pipelines. We're fighting for you, and we are going to win. And at the same time, there are people that we are leaving behind. I've seen it firsthand, from the dejected delegates at the Paris Climate Change Conference to my home, from India to here. Black, indigenous, brown, and Latinx folk, incarcerated people, low-income people, people of color, immigrants, and people who want to immigrate. People living in the global south, people who will be facing climate change first and worst through droughts, climate wars, poisoned water, anti-immigration laws, police, and so much more. I ask you to feel. When climate change happens, for it will happen, it is the state, through its borders, prisons, and police, that will enact violence upon others for resources, exploitation, and self-preservation. The fact against these institutions is thus a matter that is deeply embedded in climate justice. Yet, the climate movement has done little to fight against these systems. If we plan this march right, and I really hope we did, and I think that we did, this journey will be more than just a physical journey for us. It will be a journey to open our eyes, minds, and hearts to pain and the suffering of others. It will be a journey to interrogate ourselves and unlearn our prejudices, our egos, and fears. It will be a journey to make ourselves better and act. In this march, we're not saying not in my backyard, we're saying not in any backyard. As we march against this pipeline, we must also march against the toxins running through black and brown communities, immigrant communities, and low-income neighborhoods.
Yes.
Our liberation cannot be someone else's oppression.
Yes. No.
We march against our own ingrained anti-blackness, racism, elitism, transphobia, Islamophobia, xenophobia, and all these hatreds and fears that we have learned. As we rally against the capitalist powers that threaten our lives, we must also rally against the powers in our own mind that teach us to dehumanize. We must fight against our ability to oppress. We will help each other through this growing process, because it is a growing process. With our roots firmly embedded in the concept of radical love, we will emerge a people ready to struggle for a universal liberation project. Imagine a world where every person has access to the resources they need for healthy minds, bodies, and communities. Because the world has more than enough resources. It's just not here. This can be a movement to break so many chains, and we have to make it so. No freedom for one until freedom for all. No peace for one until peace for all. Thank you so much, and I look forward to taking this journey with you.